this is Amanda with Music Game Club, and today I'm going to show you some matching games that you can play with Keyboard Kittens. Now for this game, you can play it with either the alphabet game board or you can play it with our solfege game board we also include in the set. For this gameplay, I have removed the level 2 cards that are from bass clef middle C to F and then treble clef middle C to G. So it's the middle C position of the bass and treble clef. I have also taken out the level 1 cards that match the level 2 cards. So it's going to have F, G, A, B, C to make sure there's enough for the bass clef, and C, D, E, F, G to make sure there is enough for the treble clef. Now you can play this with the game board or you can play it without the game board. It's up to you. I'm going to show you a group game play that you can play with the game board. So you're going to have all of your players choose a game piece. So let's say we have 4 students. Then what you're going to do is you're going to shuffle the level 1 cards you've got sorted out, and you're going to divide them evenly to half of the players. And then the other half of the players get the level 2 cards shuffled, and you're going to basically, they have to hunt down each other and figure out whose cards match. So you're going to have 2 students come up to each other, and let's say this student has 3 cards. So they have C, D, and A. And then student 2 has 3 cards. All right, it is C, D, and G. And so these 2 students pair up together and they realize, oh, hey, look, we've got a matching C and a matching D. And so then they go up to the game board and they each get to move their game piece up to C and D. So here's C and then here's D. So then let's say this player matches up with another player and they realize, oh, they've got the same cards. It's G and G. So then this player can move up to G and then the other player moves up to G. Okay, so you see how it's not always the same gameplay. And then when all the cards are done, you reshuffle them all and redivide them between the group and go again as many times as needed for the whole game to be played. If you would like, you can include all of the specialty cards in both levels 1 and 2, and they can have to match the specialty cards, or you can just throw in random specialty cards and they don't match, they just automatically get to move forward. Another matching gameplay would be easier without the game board, but you can do the optional game board. I'll show you that in a minute. This is using the same cards I showed you earlier, middle C position, and here's a little pro tip. If you have students that you're teaching them certain positions or you're teaching them certain notes, it's a really good idea to print an extra set of cards and then put them in a baggie, just the ones you need. So like F, G, A, B, middle C in the bass clef, and then in the treble clef, C, D, E, F, G, and then label that in that little baggie, and these are the only cards you have, and then you can play it for games like this where you're focusing just on these notes. So this is like matching game, like any other matching game. However, they draw 1 from level 1 and 1 from level 2. So that is a C, and they try to find a C on level 2. I did not do that on purpose. And then you play it like any other matching game. Now, if you wanted to, I mentioned this earlier, you can include the board game up here. Also, you can do the letter names, or you could do the solfege game board that we have. And when they find a match, then they can move their piece forward. This does take a little bit more time. So if you have the time to do it, that's a fun way that they can track their play while they match their cards. Otherwise, you can just keep matching like regular. I hope you enjoyed these versions of Keyboard Kittens. If you play this game with your students, please tag us at Music Game Club on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Follow along as we show you even more ways to play Keyboard Kittens.